Hi, my name is Barrie Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around this Mercedes-Benz C-Class and then take you for a short ride in it. First I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Again, John's managed to find us a car where we're probably going to fall into the trap on Auto Trader of not appearing in the searches. The vehicle is so nice. There's a lot of cars out there that are kind of also-rans that wouldn't hold a candle to this vehicle. Car's lovely inside and out. It's got a full Mercedes-Benz service history, Michelin tyres all round, all the things that point to being really well looked after. And as I say, there'll be some cars out there that, for want of a better phrase, they'll be as rough as a bear's arse. They'll be cheaper than ours. Ours will be further down the page. And unless probably somebody sees it on YouTube, which is happening more and more these days, it might not get found. So when we get cars like this, and it's pretty much all the stuff we try and buy, proper cars with proper service history, we always check them on VCheck UK, just to make sure there's no history behind them that has escaped, and that they're going to be proper cars for the customer. In the future, Auto Trader are bringing in, they've changed it from a cheapest first search, which again we always used to struggle on because there's garbage out there, these Cat C's and Cat D's and N's and S's appearing in the searches before us now on relevance and how that can be, how a write-off can be more relevant than a proper car with full service history. I'll never know, but I'm sure they're working on that. I've got some good friends at Auto Trader, and I'm sure they will be trying to sort that out. But in the meantime, we're going to, we're kind of going to struggle, especially as now they're also bringing out. At the moment, we've got 3 price bands: good, great, and low. Now those are fine. We try and get in one of those, but bearing in mind we're trying to sell proper cars, and we're competing against dealers working from home, dealers selling absolute garbage, dealers not standing behind warranties. We try and do it properly. So now Auto Trader brought in a relevance search, and they're also going to put too high or high price. So you're going to have high, good, great, and low. Now, to be quite frank with you, that isn't actually fair. It's not a good indicator, because nobody can value a car to, well, I'd probably say 500 quid. And these days, some of the dross in the new car franchises, who are just worked by remote control by the sales manager, they can't value a car. They don't know whether it's had paintwork, they don't know anything about mechanics. They're just there to pick up a wage at the end of the month. They don't really care about the car trade, and they're the ones that are spoiling it for everybody else, and spoiling it by getting good cars, garbage cars at the same price, and confusing customers. I don't know what we're going to do about it, how we're going to approach it, apart from make these videos and try and sell our cars and try and convince you that we only sell good cars. So I'll just tell you a bit more about it. So this is a Mercedes-Benz C-Class 2.1 C200 CDI BlueEFFICIENCY SE 7G Tronic. It's a 4-door saloon. It's a 2011 on a 61 plate. Has done 62,479. Will have done more by the time I finish this drive. The fuel economy: urban is 46.3, extra urban 64.2, combined is 56.5. 0 to 60 time of 9.4 seconds. A top speed of 134 miles per hour out of 136 brake horsepower, 16 valve engine. Road tax 6 months is 68.75. 12 months is £125. And as I said before, it has been checked on V-Check. We've also done our usual finance checks and so on. And this car is clear, as you would expect. So I'll just show you around. Always like to see this. I always think you aim a Mercedes-Benz, not drive it, and that's your telescopic sides. Nice chrome grille. This looks like it's had a conversion. I don't think it's standard, but it's got the twin lamps at the bottom here, and then you've got parking sensors in the bumper. Got the 7-spoke Mercedes-Benz alloy wheels. As I said before, it's got 4 Michelin cross-climate tyres on it, and they look almost new to me. So it's well shod, nothing to spend there. And if the cross-climate, ideal for the weather that's coming up too. The BlueEFFICIENCY badge on the side there. The integrated indicators in the door mirrors. Got privacy glass at the back there, but not too dark. It's usual subtle Mercedes-Benz. The roof aerial. Electric boot release. Nice big boot. Like brand new in the boot too. It's like brand new underneath. A new get you home spare tyre. Nothing's been touched. The first aid kit's still in there, not being pinched. Warning triangle there. The locking wheel nut key and everything is in the little case in the boot, in the spare tyre there. Reversing sensors in the back bumper. Now, I had to put my seat forward to give myself more legroom. It was okay, but the thing is, I didn't want to get in with big muddy feet and put them down the back of this seat and all across the sill. So it's got proper mats in, proper Mercedes-Benz mats. Really nice in the back. It's not been cleaned yet, this car. It's just as it's come in. When it's already beautiful. When Lance is finished with it, I would think it'll be like indistinguishable from new. It really, really is a nice car. We've got electric windows in the back here. This nice piano black inset in the doors and brushed aluminium, as you would expect with Mercedes-Benz. Nothing too fancy, nothing over the top. It's just nice. That's the way they've always made cars. Hopefully they will continue. I'll just take you for a ride in it. Jeepers. Get the heating on quick. Right, heater turned up to max. Okay, the service history. Usual thing, digital service history. You'd think Mercedes-Benz would know better, but not. So here's a printout. 7th of the 8th, 2012 at 13,142 miles, Mercedes-Benz Milton Keynes. 14th of the 5th, 2013, 16,933 miles, Mercedes-Benz Manchester. 23rd of the 5th, 2014 at 21,922 miles, Mercedes-Benz Manchester. 19th of the 5th, 2015, 31,507, Mercedes-Benz Northampton. 14th of the 5th, 2016 at 37,366 miles, Mercedes-Benz Manchester. 13th of the 5th, 2017, 41,326, Mercedes-Benz Barrie. 8th of the 5th, 2018, 48,753 miles, Mercedes-Benz Barrie. And the 17th of the 5th, 2019 at 57,631 miles, Mercedes-Benz Barrie. So, whilst I don't particularly think Mercedes-Benz garages or technicians are any better than the the independent garages. In fact, in some cases I think they're a lot worse. However, that to me, like the rest of the car, tells me that it's been looked after, no expense spared. It's just, it really is a lovely, lovely car. I'll just take you for a ride in it. Let's see. So we've got height and reach adjustable steering wheel. Just get that. It's got the proper gear stick, not the one they changed to on the steering column, which I really, really don't like. And I also don't like the new iPad style these days. It kind of seems ridiculous to me. They're putting airbags everywhere, and then they put a big screen right in front of you, just there. It's and all the touch business. In my opinion, it has no place in a car. But I don't make them, and I don't buy all of them. So, okay, I'll just take you for a ride. As you can see, it's a typical miserable wet day in Preston, but we've got the Michelin cross climate tyres on, so should be all right, and even provide you better grip in the snow and the ice, so that's a good thing. It's a good specification. It's got cloth. It's pattern cloth in the centre, and then kind of charcoal or dark grey on the outside. I should have shown you the reversing sensors actually. We've got Parktronic, so we've got one display in the roof back there, and one display on the dashboard at the front there, which as I say, I'll try and remember to show you. So with Mercedes-Benz, in the past you've always had to pay extra for things that you get standard on, even the most sort of entry-level bread and butter saloon cars. But this has got the things that I like anyway. It's got the front and rear parking sensors, it's automatic, and it's also got Sat-Nav, which let's just up there's a kind of an eye control, or BMW eye control as they call it. So Navi there. If we click back, there you got audio. As you see, you can select disc, memory card, music register, USB storage, media interface, and Bluetooth audio, down to Bluetooth audio. So that will play anything that is on my phone at the moment. We'll just go around the outside here of this van. Great steering, great handling. I didn't realise the van was being held up by the Mini there, so I wouldn't usually do that. So lovely drive, nice and quiet. Just go, you've got there, say telephone as well, it's Bluetooth hands-free. Just go back to Navi so you can see where we're going. Good view down the bonnet with a Mercedes-Benz roundel or symbol, whatever you want to call it. Nice brushed aluminium that looks like proper brushed aluminium on the dash, and the piano black insets. Just give this chap some room just in case he carves me up. Now we've got eco, we don't want that. Stop start. No, a considerate HGV driver. Just nip you down the motorway. Just here, which is actually in sight, and a good design. Got speed limiter and cruise control. That's cruise control on. We'll just nip it up a bit. Just click it until we get to 70. There you go, 70 miles an hour. And doing just over 1500 revs. Say 1600 revs, 70 miles an hour. Nice and quiet. Let's just have a look on the get to trip counter. There you go, trip counter, up and down, 70 miles an hour, so you can have digital display. Distance remaining 45 miles before I need to fill up. That's how far we've gone. Car's done 62,499 miles. So, as I was saying before, good thing with Mercedes-Benz is they hold the value very, very well. When I was at Mercedes-Benz, a good friend of mine had a budget, I think it was something like £300 a month, and for contract hire, and I got him into a Mercedes-Benz SLK with every extra they did. And at the time you could get something like a Rover 75 or whatever for 300 quid a month. So he ended up driving around in a better car than his boss had for the same money, which was all right until he got his tax bill. And of course you get taxed on benefit in kind, and he got a massive tax bill, which he didn't thank me for, but he did get to drive around in a Mercedes-Benz SLK. So and the reason it was so cheap is Mercedes hold the price. They've got a better residual value usually, especially if they're looked after. One of my points that I forgot really, that I was trying to bring up when I was telling you about my friend's car, the problem is, because Mercedes-Benz have such a good residual value, they are affordable on PCPs and they are affordable as company cars. The unfortunate thing is, a lot of cars that are company cars get a hammering. That's why there's unfortunately there's a lot of Mercedes-Benz on the market which aren't the standard that we would buy and resell, which is why I just want to impress on you just how nice this car is. And this car will just go on and on. It's obviously been very, very well looked after. It's in great condition inside now. Private plate on, nobody would know what year it was, and it's just a lovely car. Nice safe car as well for the family. Front central armrest, as I say, automatic, climate control, your CD radio here, Sat-Nav at the top. I'll show you how to set the Sat-Nav and pair your mobile, stream audio in a short while. But in the meantime, and also somebody pointed out on YouTube, on my YouTube videos, I usually lose my temper around here. There's some very, very bad drivers around Preston. There really is. And they all seem to congregate around this junction. So in my last video I thought about starting a swear box, so I'm going to be very very careful around here. Ranger Wild Track there, just understeering for a short while. Not sure he knows where he's going. There we go, great steering. Caught the Discovery out there, I think. He wasn't sure where he was going either. So 50 miles an hour. Lovely, lovely car. You're not going to get a better car for your money. Just watch this. We'll just see what this van does. It's 50 miles an hour here. I'm doing 50. He's undertaken me. And I dare say, if we give him enough time, he'll pull out and overtake the next one. Anyway, I'm becoming a narc. It's my favourite bit of road for testing the cars. Just test the wipers actually. Yeah, they're pretty good. It was hailstoning before, so I'm not even sure they haven't put salt down. Here we go, we'll give it a bit of gas. Not too much, because these roads get a bit slippy with the farmers and the leaves. But here we go, listen for the suspension. Yeah, no complaints from the suspension. Drives perfect. So quiet, no rattles anywhere, no knocks. Got indicators on the left there. It's also your wiper stalk. There's your cruise control, volume control and telephone controls, voice activation there. Mirrors, there you go, just check them. Yep, that one's working. That one's working too. Really, really lovely car. And I like this shape of C-Class more than the newer shape, which reminds me of an upturned dinghy or a capsized dinghy, whatever you want to call it. So I'll finish the test drive there, and just remind you again, our website's ggcars.co.uk, and if the video's been of any benefit to you, please like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video, which is probably going to be a very, very clean Skoda estate that we've just taken in. All dependent on the weather, because we've got a terrible forecast for the next few days. We're in November now, so it'll probably rain now till at least April. That's not part of the car, by the way. That's my Starbucks cup. So don't be expecting that to be in it when you buy it. Great car, you won't be disappointed. Proper car.